Good morning, dear students. This is your English sir, Elisha sir. So I hope and pray that all of your family members and you are also safe during this coronavirus pandemic times. So today we are going to deal with one of the poems uh, which is there in our syllabus. So that is the second poem which we have uh, here on the screen. So as I told you earlier already that two lessons are removed from prose and poetry sections. In prose section, I already told you that the third lesson, that is J.C. Bose, was removed, and in poetry section, the first poem which you can find here, that is on his having arrived at the age of 23, which was written by John Milton, was removed. And so we have the second poem here, that is the Table Stern, which was written by William Wordsworth. And so we are going to take up this poem today. So I expect each and every student has to concentrate and listen to the poem very well, and so that you'll be prepared to write annotations and questions well from this second poem. So let us start with the explanation of the poem. So first of all, let us go to the page number 79. So if you go to the page number 79 in the textbooks, you don't have the textbooks, so no need to worry, but as I shared you the PDF form of the textbook, so you can find in page number 79 some information about the poet William Wordsworth. And so let us understand some information about William Wordsworth, and so just concentrate. So we find about the poet here. William Wordsworth was a major English romantic poet, and he was born in Cumberland, England on April 7th, 1770. So we find here William Wordsworth, a major English romantic poet. English romantic poet, that means English means he was from the Britain, country Britain. And romantic poet, what is romantic poet? Romantic poet means he was from the age of romanticism. So there was the age in English literature which was called as romantic age. So in that age we find several writers writing based on nature, and uh, they talk about the power of imagination and so on. And here we find William Wordsworth was born in Cumberland, England, so on April 7th and 1770. He started the Romantic movement in English literature with the help of Samuel Taylor Coleridge after their joint publication of lyrical ballads in 1798. And so we can find here he started the Romantic movement in English literature with the help of Samuel Taylor Coleridge. So he is also called as S.T. Coleridge. And so along with him, he started this movement, Romantic movement in English literature. So I already told you what is this Romantic movement. So Romantic age it is also called as. And both of them started this age or movement after their joint publication of lyrical ballads. So they published jointly this particular text, lyrical ballads, in 1798. What is this lyrical ballads? Lyrical ballads is a collection of poems. Several poems are collected and named under this particular name, lyrical ballads. And with the publication of lyrical ballads, his literary career was started. So William Wordsworth's literary career was started with the publication of these lyrical ballads. And this collection also contains the poem Tinton Abbey, one of his famous poems. So I already told you, lyrical ballads is the collection of poems, and in this collection of poems we find Tinton Abbey, one of his famous poems. And he's best known as nature's poet. So you need to underline and you need to remember this point, that he is the nature's poet. He shows his affection and love for nature in his famous poem, I wandered lonely as a cloud. So we can see much love and affection towards nature in this particular poem. And his other famous works include London 1802. So this is only one work, London 1802, and War Intimations of Immortality. So this is one more work. And we find here Resolution and Independence, The Solitary Reaper, The World is Too Much with Us, and Character of the Happy Warrior. And now let us come to the poem of the Tables Turned. The poem Tables Turned was first published in Lyrical Ballads. I told you already that Lyrical Ballads is the collection of poems, and we find here Tinton Abbey is also in this particular Lyrical Ballads collection of poems. Now this poem also, The Tables Turned, is also published in Lyrical Ballads in 1798. Wordsworth dedicates this poem to his friend and asks him to leave all his books and come out with him to observe and enjoy nature. So Wordsworth dedicates this poem to his friend. So we'll come to know who is his friend in this particular poem. And he asks this friend to leave all his books and come out with him to observe and enjoy nature. So he calls his friend to leave all his books to come out and enjoy nature along with him. According to him, nature is filled with knowledge that would offer him peace. So we find here that nature would definitely offer anybody peace, so, and happiness. Wholly we can understand about the poet that William Wordsworth was the nature's poet, and he started romantic movement in English literature with the help of St. Coleridge. He published lyrical ballads, and the present poem, that is The Tables Turned, is also from this particular collection of poems, that is the lyrical ballads. So remember this small information about the poet William Wordsworth. And so now let us come back to the poem. So if you go to page number 77, we find the poem here, that is The Tables Turned, which was written by William Wordsworth. And so let me ask you some questions which are found here in the textbook in order to introduce the poem and understand the poem. So let me ask you some questions, and you answer those questions to yourself. Have you been to parks? That is the first question. Yes, almost all of us have gone to parks and we have seen parks. And do you like to see waterfalls and the seas? Yes, definitely. Everybody likes to see waterfalls and the seas, which are part of nature. And have you observed birds building their nests? Yes, we have seen the birds building their nests also. We have observed. And is it possible to learn anything by observing nature? So this is the question which uh, is the very important question. Yes, here it is written that is it possible to learn anything by observing the nature? Yes, definitely. Nature teaches us many things. And so, if you remember in your first year, we have the particular poem that is the Commonwealth of Bees. So, in that we can understand that the bees teach us many lessons, and likewise, even whatever we see in nature, it teaches us lot many things, and so we can learn many things by observing nature. And so here also waterfalls and nests and everything which is in nature can teach us many things. And so here in this poem also we can learn many things what the nature teaches us. And so we have several stanzas in this poem. So let us deal each and every stanza in detail and let us understand. So here we have the first stanza. Um, Let me read those lines. So here we see, up, up, my friend, and quit your books. So here if we see, one person is talking to his friend, asking him to quit his books. See, let me give you some introduction regarding this poem. So here the writer, the poet William Wordsworth has a friend, and his name is Matthew. So his name is Matthew, and so Wordsworth first asked Matthew first asked William Wordsworth a question, that is, uh, William Wordsworth, why are you sitting on a stone and wasting your time, valuable time, not focusing on the studies? You can read something and spend your time reading something so that you can save your time. So why are you sitting leisurely? This is what is asked by Matthew to William Wordsworth. And then William Wordsworth also replied to Matthew. So what is the reply? So the whole poem is the reply of William Wordsworth to his friend Matthew. So here, if you find the title, The Tables Turn is an idiom, so which includes a meaning, in a meaning, that is, let me give you the meaning. So it is a change from being in weaker position uh, and going to a stronger position. I mean that here, when Matthew asked a question to William Wordsworth, so saying, why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your time spending lot much time sitting on the stone and just being there, spending your time with the nature? And then William Wordsworth then appeared to Matthew as a weak person who is wasting time. But when William Wordsworth gave reply to Matthew, saying that I am not wasting my time, I am spending my time valuably. So he gives much information about how William Wordsworth is spending his time valuably, and even asking Matthew also to spend time like he is spending. And so here we understand that when Matthew asked the question, William Wordsworth was in weaker position. But when William Wordsworth gave answer to Matthew, and even he called Matthew to follow him, so we find that William Wordsworth has gone to stronger position, and so the tables have turned. The tables turned. So their views changed. So that is the meaning which we can understand here. So let us understand the stanzas. So here, get up, my friend, and quit your books. Up, my friend. Up here means get up, my friend, and quit your books. Quit means leaving. Leave your books. So get up, my friend. Get up, my friend, and leave your books, or surely you will grow double.